Welcome to Untamed and Unfiltered Wellness, the podcast where we bridge the gap between modern life and ancient roots, cutting through the wellness noise so you can stop guessing and start building a lifestyle that actually works for you. I'm your host, Jo Swenson, herbalist and founder of Olivia Bell. You're sitting in the Starbucks drive-thru, ordering the drink that's going to get you through the next 3 hours. Not necessarily because you love it, but because you need it. Your alarm went off at 6 after another night of not enough sleep. You've got a full day ahead of you, and everybody's needing something from you. But somewhere underneath all of that is this question that you keep pushing down. Why am I tired all the time? You've tried the obvious answers. Caffeine, energy drinks to get you through the day, melatonin, sleep aids, maybe even a prescription to knock you out at night. But after all that, you're still exhausted. I hear this story a lot, and I want you to hear this clearly. There is a solution. For many, many people, it's a circadian rhythm problem. And rhythm problems don't respond to quick fixes, but they do respond, and they respond for a long, long time. When a client tells me they're exhausted all the time, I don't just immediately recommend supplements. What I want to know is, walk me through your day. What time do you get up? When are you eating? What are you eating? What happens from the minute her feet hit the floor until her head hits the pillow? Those are the things I'm looking for, because I'm looking for patterns and opportunities. And your ordinary day holds a heck of a lot more diagnostic information than any lab panel. The places are usually small, which means you can make sustainable adjustments to shift how your body produces and spends energy. Energy isn't something you add to your life from the outside. It's something your body generates when the conditions are right. My job as a holistic wellness practitioner is to help you find out what's interfering with those conditions. The woman in the drive-thru at the beginning of our episode, we're going to call her Caroline. She had a couple of teenage kids at home, was married, and helping care for her mother who was dealing with a medical condition. Her mindset told her that the answer to every demand was for her to handle, which meant she needed to push harder. Her body telling a whole different story. She kept getting sick. Colds, the flu. She had these recurrent migraines, nausea, and this bone-deep exhaustion. She was surviving on energy drinks. Not the ones in the cans, but those refreshers from Starbucks and Dunkin'. That was her fuel source. When we walked through Caroline's day together, the picture got clear pretty fast. She was barely getting 6 hours of sleep a night. Dinner was happening sometime about 9 or 10 o'clock once the kids went to bed. Then she was going to sleep herself around midnight or so, but then up again at 6 a.m. She was carrying tasks her teenage kids were fully capable of doing themselves, as well as her spouse. So as we worked through it, we adjusted her sleep patterns. And we shifted when she was eating, because the timing of food matters just as much as what's on the plate. And I say this all the time. Digestion is a physical activity. It's just occurring on the inside. We found places where she could hand responsibility back to her kids and her husband and reclaim a little bit of margin for herself. Caroline's turnaround was not an overnight fix. It was a long haul. And I say that because I think that's where a lot of people get tripped up when it comes to holistic wellness. They're expecting instant gratification because that's what they see on social media, and that's what the internet is selling. But if you're looking for long-term sustainable change that actually lasts, that's where holistic wellness comes in. The coffee, the refresher, that'll give you 90 minutes of energy. But the long-term sustainable energy, that's when you start paying attention to your internal rhythms, your circadian rhythm. And what people get confused about a lot is they're like, oh, well, all I got to do is do some breathing and throw in some chamomile tea at night, and I'll be good to go. That's a fine recommendation. I recommend those things, but it's not the be-all, end-all. And it may not be the right one for every body or even for the same body every night. I firmly believe in herbal support and somatic work, but they should be tailored and adjusted to you and your situation. It's not a one and done deal. There are herbal blends built to support sleep and blends that are built to sustain energy. And what your body needs will shift over time. With Caroline, that's what we did. We added in some somatic work and we worked on weaning her off the melatonin. Together, herbs and somatic practice gave the 1-2 punch that she needed. It's a way of being aggressive without being aggressive. You're just actively creating change, but you're doing it in a way that works with the body instead of trying to override it because it's exhausted. Your body runs on a natural internal rhythm. You have energy peaks and valleys built into every single day. That's your circadian rhythm doing its job. When we time somatic work and herbal support to move with those rhythms instead of fighting them, the results get dramatically better. That is the heart of everything that I teach. Your sleep, your energy, nutrition, your mindset, the environment in which you're living, your lifestyle, all of that is connected. And all of it connects to the bigger picture. Circadian rhythms, seasonal rhythms, the way your gut processes food, the vagal nerve that links your brain to your gut, basically everything below. The human body is absolutely amazing. And so is nature. So they're designed to work together. If you've been fighting endless exhaustion, I want you to know something first. You are not alone. This is not a battle no one else has fought because a lot of people are fighting it. And it really has to do because modern life is it's taken a toll on sleep and our energy. The woman next to you in the school pickup line or behind you in the grocery aisle, she's fighting it too. We are all fighting this low energy, overexhausted feeling. So I'm going to offer some honest first steps, things you can do today, things you can do tomorrow. And it's the easiest thing ever. Take 10 minutes and I want you to spend it in nature. Put your phone down, no headphones, nothing. Just go sit outside. Breathe some fresh air, listen to the birds, watch the ducks or the squirrels, whatever's out there for you. Just take the 10 minutes and sit and let your nervous system settle. Nature is invigorating and calming at the same time, which I know sounds like a contradiction until you feel it. And it tends to give you whatever you are missing. 10 minutes outside is the beginning. It's not your forever plan. It's a place to start. What else can you do? Take a look at your day like we did with Carolyn. Take a look at how much sleep you're actually getting, when you're eating. Start paying attention to the patterns and the rhythms of your body. What I notice most about the women I work with is somewhere along the way, they started waiting for permission. Either they're waiting for a doctor to find something wrong with them on a lab report, or they're waiting for the kids to get older and go away to college, for work to slow down, or for somebody really just to give them permission to rest. But that permission slip is never coming. Nobody is going to hand a permission slip to you because it is not theirs to give. This is your life, and you should live it the way that you want. You don't need an invitation to your own life. So start making changes today to get back your energy, get back your sleep, reduce your stress, because those changes, they will last you a lifetime. If this episode stuck with you today, join our Substack community where we can explore this idea a little bit further. You'll also find some reflection questions, herbal remedies, and a community of like-minded people. It's free to subscribe. The link is in the show notes. I hope you make some time today and every day for some peace, some plants, and some paws. Thank you so much for listening to Untamed and Unfiltered Wellness.